We're here at Buttonwillow with Project C7 Corvette. We installed a Chevrolet Performance T1 suspension package, which was shocks, sway bars, and bushings. And we also installed their big brake system, which is basically something like what's in the Z06. We only went a tenth of a second a lap quicker, but a lot of it's due to conditions, right, Carla?
Yeah, our first test was in nice 72-degree weather here at Buttonwillow Raceway, and unfortunately today for our second test was about 89 degrees when we set our new time. So although we only went 0.1 second faster, the overall consensus here at the track today was everybody was about 1 to 1.5 seconds off pace. So I definitely think that we did go faster. It's just unfortunately we had to deal with the heat affecting our lap time.
And the tires are older and they have more heat cycles in them too. So, I mean, overall, the conditions are a lot worse. It was windy also. And the wind makes a big difference here. So even though we didn't hardly go faster, we actually, from our baseline, went faster. I guess we could agree on that, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So one of the big problems the car had last time was brake fade, right? And so how did these new brakes perform?
Well, the new brakes, Mike, are phenomenal. There's definitely a lot more bite there, higher heat capacity. The only thing that we really struggled with is I think the brake fluid may have overheated, so I think that was the only issue with the braking. Overall, love the new brake package from Chevy Performance Parts.
Last time you complained about some understeer and turn-in. Now, when we put the suspension in, we added some negative camber and some toe-out in the front, and plus the new suspension is a little bit more aggressively calibrated. So did we get rid of most of the understeer?
Totally, yeah. I definitely think that it turns in very nicely now. Not really any turn-in push like it was doing before. So we definitely addressed that issue.
Consider we have the same tires. The tires are older and more heat cycles. Conditions are a lot worse. I think we did pretty good, right?
Yeah, I think we did pretty well. Still a few more things that we can do to the car, but as far as our second test with our new upgraded parts, I'm pretty satisfied with how today went.
Hey guys, Jeff here. We're back at HQ with a little more data on our day out at the track. If you remember from our first video, we installed AEM's AQ1 OBD2 data logger in this thing. And what that does is it collects all the data in the stock GM computer, logs that. It's also got a 3-axis accelerometer built into it, so that can collect all our G information for us. Our most noticeable improvement is probably in the braking area. We saw that our Gs went from 1.12 down to 1.23 negative Gs coming off the fastest straight, the front straightaway, into turn 1. Both of those were consistently testing the same bottom. So the first time it was testing 1.1-ish, and the second time out it was right around 1.2. The other noticeable improvement we saw was with our engine coolant temperature. As Mike and Carla mentioned, it definitely was hotter at the track today. If you've been following our series online, you've seen that we've installed an auxiliary radiator from Chevrolet Performance that just mounts horizontally in front of and below the stock radiator. And that's just an additional radiator to help keep things cool. We saw our maximum coolant temperature the first time out was 217 degrees on a cooler day. This time out, even in the afternoon sessions where it was almost 100 degrees Fahrenheit, we saw our maximum coolant temperature at 207 degrees. So we saw temperatures come down 10 degrees on a much hotter day. So that's definitely an improvement in coolant temperature, and that'll only help as we start adding more mods to this thing. So we only did a tenth of a second faster lap time, but this data shows that these mods definitely did make improvements, and hopefully next time we go out, we'll have better rubber on this thing and be able to see a lot more gains from all the modifications we've done. If you like this video, please subscribe. It helps encourage us to make more of these. And if you know how to read, please check out motoiq.com. We got a lot more information on this car, as well as about 50 or 60 other projects we got going on. So hope to see you there. Thanks for watching.